Right, boys and girls. So I am doing a little job today, just replacing this chrome petrol cap with one of these bad boys. One of the lads in the group put me onto this. Couldn't resist. It's Motone Customs solid brass cap. So I'm going to put it on. Never done one before. Can't be that hard, he says. So we'll stick it on and see what she looks like. So the filler caps from Motone Customs, all including everything. It was VAT and everything, carriage. It was £140.80. So not a cheap mod, not a necessary mod. But look at that. I mean, the craftsmanship, the workmanship in this cap is just phenomenal. So yeah, anyway, I think it's worth it. Let's get it on. So basically in the box you get two boxes actually. One's got the cap and then one's got an adapter or fitting kit with it. So you get a tool, you get some instructions, another Allen key thing, and obviously this is what must screw into the tank, and then this fits on that. I think we'll give it a go. Let's have a look at the instructions and we'll figure it out. Right, step one, as per the instructions, seems to be to check this little nut is on properly. I don't know why they mention this. You would think that it's just from the factory. It's like it is indeed. This is from the factory, but it does mention just this is like an adjuster to adjust the this little nut here to adjust the amount of springiness when it unlocks. This sort of springiness. So you just need to make sure that that's wound on properly. It looks like it is on mine anyway. You don't want it dropping in the tank. Right, so these are all the bits we got. We got the Monza fuel cap itself. We've got an adapter ring, an adapter seal, special tool for locking this on. Comes an Allen key, a big one and a small one, two Allen keys. So first thing we've got to do is just assemble it all together. Just back out the scrub screws a little bit so they're not sitting proud. They're very small, don't back them out too much and lose them, obviously. The other thing is, it does mention in the instructions here, which I don't know, maybe it's my brain, but they're not the easiest to follow. Well, I don't think they are. But basically it does come with, the Monza cap itself comes with this seal already in here. It does mention the instructions that if you buy it with the adapter kit, then this has already got a seal in there, which is this this small seal here. It's a lot thinner. So basically I have taken that seal off, don't need that one apparently, and I've put in this smaller thin seal in, just pushed it into the bottom there. Okay, now we need to put these bits all together. Basically this goes on top of there. When you're putting it in, just be careful. There is actually a sort of small oil, well, oil seal, fuel seal, one of the rubber seals in like an O-ring basically in this piece. So as you're pushing it through, just make sure it's still seated properly. And that will snap shut like that. Now I need to put this seal on. This is the seal that sits between this adapter and the tank itself. So that just slots over there. So it's a large flat seal, not this thin one. It's the large flat one. So it should look like that now. Next thing is we need to screw this into here. And just do it sort of hand tight. Just being really careful not to cross thread it. It's I think it's aluminium or something, some sort of alloy of aluminium, so it's the threads on it are going to be a bit delicate. I'll have to use two hands for this. So yeah, it's just screwed in hand tight. Just make sure you put some gloves on, unlike me, so you don't cut your hands on this. But yeah, just get it as tight as you can just by hand. If yours is like mine, it just, well, it won't actually tighten up. I don't know why it's still spinning, no matter what I do with it. Anyway, that's on there. It's tight still, it's not loose, but it still will keep spinning. Hopefully I haven't buggered it up, but anyway. Obviously it makes sense it won't actually tighten up, because this ring that's going in is basically it's a separate piece. The bit that threads in there is actually separate to this part, so it's obviously not going to go tight. Just get it as tight as it will go though. And then we just need to put this onto the bike. Remove the old fuel cap and just make sure it's locked. I'm just going to screw this in. Make sure the seal's on. I'm just going to screw this in just as if it was a normal fuel cap. Obviously it's not going to be lined up, but chances are it's not going to be lined up. But you do want it sort of this way, so the button's towards you, and it lifts up forward, basically like that. We now need to align it all. Because the instructions now say that we need to turn it back it off, so it's basically not tightened, but it's tight as it will go without forcing it. Back it off a quarter of a turn, 90 degrees, and open it up. Now we need to get this special tool, which basically sits in there like that. And then we get the supplied Allen key that comes with it. So now what we need to do is hold the Allen key still and then basically rotate the cap till it's at the right angle, but we need to keep the Allen key still basically. And I'm going to need 2 hands for this. So now it's basically aligned. So now what we need to do is tighten the Allen key, but keep this at the correct angle. And on mine, convenient, it's still got the E10 sticker, so I can use that to line it up perfectly. We now need to tighten this grub screws up, but a good tip from Stuart Fillingham was put this cap back in when we get the grub screw, because we don't want to drop this in there. So we basically need to just tighten these grub screws. Right, so all 3 of those grub screws are tightened, and now we just need to remove the tool, and that's it. It's quite a simple process actually. I think it looks amazing. Needs a bit of a polish now. There we go. What I'm going to do now is using the box that the new cap was supplied with, wrap up the tool, special tool, get a special tool safe with the old cap, the original cap, so if I ever sell the bike, heaven forbid, it's got the original parts with it, but that looks so much better. You just compare two. I mean, mine's a Tribute, of course, Tribute black, and it's black and gold, and the brass really matches the gold so much better than this cheap looking silver chrome affair. So yeah, fantastic.